Hello Eurovision fans! My name is Dwight and I'm also known as Dimitri. Different names but still the same person. I was born in the city of Riga, which is the capital of Latvia, a land that sings and a land that won Eurovision once and went downhill from there. I've been living for 13 years in the beautiful state of California, and I've been a fan of Eurovision since 2007, and every year I'm liking it more and more, and finally I started to like it so much that I have this urge to review every song that will be competing in this competition in 2012. And I hope I will get at least something right. So that's about all I wanted to say.
I'm Imani. I am from California. I was born here in Sacramento, and I became familiar with Eurovision through Dwight. He wanted to make the project, so I'm helping review the songs. I hadn't heard about Eurovision until now, but now I'm very excited to be involved.
Alright, so shall we get the party started? The first song that is going to grace the Eurovision stage in Baku is from a beautiful, hot country in Balkans called Montenegro. And it's opening the first semi-final for, I believe, the third time. And we have a lovely performer named Rambo Amadeus. And you decide if he's more Rambo or more Amadeus. And he has a great song called Euro. Okay, that was the first song and the first semi-final. That's quite a start, I have to tell you. It's a brave entry from Montenegro. I guess they don't want to win, but I admire them for their bravery. It's a great song, and if you're living in the United States and you're listening to American radio, you certainly don't hear anything like that here. So, and it's just great that there are countries that send something like that on an international music competition. So, at least somebody dares. Quite a rare thing these days, I guess. So what do you think of that, Imani?
I thought it was pretty good. I liked the beginning. It was really classic sounding. I thought the whole song was really funny, like, you know, the beat to it and how it was singing and everything. It was really catchy. I think it was really catchy even as, you know, an American, and we don't really hear music like that a lot. It was really catchy. It made you want to dance, you know. And
what kind of dance?
Just kind of any kind of dance, just like moving, you know. It was like really maybe salsa, I don't know. Just some kind of dance.
Probably not that.
But my favorite part about it was just the different kinds of like instrumental music within the song. I thought it was definitely worth listening to. I think it may do well. Maybe, you know, maybe past the first semi-final.
I have to disagree with that because Montenegro doesn't really have any neighbors who can help them out in the first semi-final. So, but it's just a great beginning, and it's a song that many people will enjoy listening to. I certainly will. So good job, Montenegro. I hope I'm wrong.
And now for our next song from Iceland, Greta Salome and Jonesy. Okay, so that was Iceland's song, Greta Salome and Jonesy, Never Forget. And I think that was a pretty good song. It was really dramatic sounding, almost sounded like it could be in something like Lord of the Rings, like an epic movie like that. And it also had like moments of being like fairy tale like, but then also some folksy moments in there, which I really liked as a big fan of folk. So I thought it was a good song. It definitely might be a contender, possibly. I don't know. I feel like there might be bigger, like more catchy songs out there, but standalone, that was a pretty good song. What do you think?
I agree. I think it's definitely a contender and definitely a qualifier to the final, despite having a poor draw at number 2. But it's a very dramatic song, and it comes right after Montenegro. And I guess anything that comes after Montenegro, people might like more. But yes, I think it's likely to be in the top 10 in the final even, and maybe, who knows, it might even win. Though I doubt it. Still lacks a little bit of fun, a little bit of have the fun vibe, but it's definitely a good attempt.
Definitely.
Song number 3 that is going to grace a Eurovision stage on the first semi-final is going to be Aphrodisiac, performed by Eleftheria Eleftherio. No wonder if her last name wouldn't be Eleftherio, would her parents still name her Eleftheria? Just a thought. So here we go, Eleftheria Eleftherio, Aphrodisiac. So that was Eleftheria Eleftherio with the song Aphrodisiac. And in my opinion, that was a pretty good effort from Greece. Not bad, at least. I don't think it's a contender to win, but it's certainly a qualifier, and I think it will continue Greek record of being in top 10. And well, I hope their economy would be as good as their music. So what do you think?
I thought it was a bit too poppy. It was really catchy at first. I was like, okay, I'm feeling this, pretty catchy. But yeah, it was feeling really poppy, like a mix of Britney Spears and the Spice Girls or something. So it just felt really cliche to me, not really something to put into a contest at an international level. So I don't know. I think they could have done better. Definitely.
Well, Greece won with a song like that. I believe it was in 2005. But times have changed, and these days you probably need something a little bit more appealing to the masses. And this was just a simple pop song that could be number 10 in the final or something like that. But I don't see really it as a contender to win. But still a good job, Greece. And hopefully next year you will also get in the top 10.
Yeah. And our next song from Latvia, his homeland, is Anne Marie with Beautiful Song.
Beautiful song.
And that was a beautiful song by Anne-Marie from the beautiful country of Latvia. I thought the song was pretty great. I thought it was really different. Finally, one of the first songs that I've heard that's been really different. Really kind of, I don't even know, just a really good song. It's really original, I feel. I like the music. I pretty much like it. I think it could probably go pretty far. I don't know if it would win, but just depending on the competition, I think the song could do really well. What are you thinking?
Well, I wish I could agree. Thanks for saying that Latvia was a beautiful country. Of course, you couldn't say anything else. You couldn't say it was Zambia. It's not. But it's a pretty good country. A little bit boring, but decent in the bad weather. And not a great cuisine either. But, I would like to say that Latvia, for the second year in a row, is choosing not the best song out of national final. Last year they had a great song called Banjo Laura, and I thought they would send it, but they sent Mediocrity, which got its appropriate place. It didn't advance from its semi-final. And this year we have a pretty decent song, but there was a great song in the national selection called Music Thief, and I was sure that Latvia would make the right choice and sang that song, but they sent this one. It's not bad, but it's a tiny bit amateur. It may not really come across Europe as something, as an appealing song, and many people say that it's kind of cringe-worthy. I wouldn't go as far as that, but I'm afraid it will be yet another year when Latvia will stay in the semi-final. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I think. And the fifth song that is going to grace the Eurovision stage is from Albania, Ronanishu, with the song Sus. Alright, try singing along with that sucker. So, that was Albania. Quite different from all the other songs we've heard, I guess.
Definitely.
And I don't know, what do you think?
I thought I was impressed that they, I don't know how it is in Albania, if English is a second language popularly, but I was very happy to hear a song in a language besides English, so I commend them on that. I thought that was really awesome, to get to hear the native language. Other than that, it was really boring. I feel like it was very boring and solemn and very, just not a happy song. Not something, again, that you would, send into an international contest. I feel like, Eurovision, the songs that are being sent in should be really, really, I don't know, like unique and original, but still something that you can sing along to or dance along to, not something that you really fall asleep to or cry to. So, good efforts. Don't think it's going to go anywhere though.
Yeah, I kind of agree. But this year we also have a jury voting alongside televoters. If it was 100% televoters, I guess we could safely conclude that it's not going anywhere. And this year it has some chance, but yes, I agree, it's kind of boring. And she's a good singer. And the song is dramatic, so it's not, maybe it's not bad to listen to in some other environment, yeah, it's kind of a song that you might want to fall asleep to and, or cry. But that's a good news for Latvia. Maybe this way Latvian song will be remembered better. Maybe it's something not as boring. So it gives us hope.
Mm-hmm. And our next video comes from Romania. We have Mandinga with Zalela. And that was Zalela from Mandinga, and that is what I'm talking about. That song, I'm quite impressed.
Yes.
I think, first off, the mix of the Spanish and English was really nice, you know, to communicate with a lot of different people, you know, people who speak both, obviously, Spanish and English. So it was very catchy, perfect song to send in to a contest like this. Great way to represent their country. I even felt like it was kind of inspiring and like, you know, causing me to feel hopeful for some reason. I was just like, this is a great song. So I think it was pretty good. What do you think, Dwight?
Yeah, I think so far this was actually the best song out of the ones we've listened to. I think it's definitely a finalist, and I think it has a chance to get in the top 10 in the final, and possibly even top 5. It's a very fun song, something you want to listen to. It's not one of those kind of cliche dance songs that don't go anywhere. This one is very upbeat and make you want to dance and make you want to go to Romania.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good job. And next country that is going to grace the Eurovision stage is a country well known for its cheese and also for sending Celine Dion to Eurovision in 1988. And because their cheese is so good, we can forgive them Celine Dion. So here we go. It's Switzerland with a song Unbreakable by Simple As. So that was Simple As, Unbreakable, and that's a very nice song, I think. And many people kind of write off Switzerland altogether just because they don't have a diaspora, and they think that it has no chance of doing well. But we've seen last year that it actually advanced to the final, and although it took the last place there, it still advanced, and we may see something like that this year. So anything is possible. It's kind of both ways. What do you think?
I felt like it was a good song, kind of, I don't know, almost like neutral. I'm almost neutral with it. It wasn't a good song, but it wasn't a bad song. And it may be my bias, you know, it sounded very alternative, like alternative music in the US, so...
Also in Switzerland.
Yeah, so I think maybe it was just too common to what I've heard before to be really exciting to me, but I thought it was a good song. He was alright, so I could see it going somewhere, though. I could definitely see it going somewhere.
Yeah, the question is where.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
And guys, we're nearing the end. This is Iris with Would You from Belgium.
Come and get me, running from you. It's been easy for you to believe me when I say I love you. But what would you do when my house was empty? My life in the back and away from you. You took my love for granted. Would you really miss me? Any other guy would do. But would you? It's a secret and a question for you. Where I'm at now, what are you gonna do if you run here and look for me now? Are we done here or starting somehow? Oh, but what would you do when my house was empty? My life in the back and away from you. You took my love for granted. Would you really miss me? Any other guy would do. But would you? Would you?
So, that was Would You from Iris, young Belgian girl. I felt it was good. I don't know. It reminded me of, the cliche teenager love song. I mean, her voice is great, but I'm really not feeling the song personally. What are you thinking?
Yes, it's a nice song. I mean, it could be suitable for some other place, but I think by the end of the night it will be forgotten. And also Belgium is a country that doesn't have a diaspora to help it out, so I think they will go home early.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
And in case you're still not sleeping after Belgium, we have the next song that might be the final nail in your coffin. It's Finland with the song Never Get Blunda, which means when I close my eyes.
Som en sjö utan vatten, som en lykta utan ljus, ett liv utan färger, det är inte du. Någon man ser då man blundar, som en ängel framför, någon som hjälper en att flyga då man glömt hur man gör. Kär utan känslor eller skratta utan ljud, ett liv utan färger, det är inte du. Någon som glömt alla bekymmer, en kvinna med mod, någon som fattar vad man säger fast man talar utan ord.
So that was Pernilla Karlsson from Finland with the song Never Get Blunda. And yes, I guess it is a song that can make you want to sleep. It is a beautiful effort from Finland, but being in the middle and also following another ballad, that may be a recipe for staying in the semi-final. That's what I think. What do you think?
I actually really liked it. I thought it was a beautiful song, really engaging in a sort of way, I feel. Don't know if it will do well. I mean, I think it's my second favorite song so far after Mandinga, but I don't know. I think it had some certain, like, almost fairy tale like quality to it that made it really beautiful and really definitely something that hopefully is a contender, because I think personally it was a great song.
Actually, a lot of fans agree with you. I checked internet polls for Eurovision, and a lot of fans view this as a qualifier.
Oh.
So perhaps you are right.
Awesome.
It's just following another ballad, and when you have two songs that sound that are in the same genre, it is sometimes hard to distinguish one from another. So, and I'm afraid this may be the case here with Finland.
Quite possibly. That's a pretty good diagnosis. Hopefully not. And if so, hopefully, you know, kind of throws Belgium out. Because I do like the Finland song. I think it's great. So.
Well, at least if it throws Belgium out.
Yeah.
That's a favor.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that was the first half of the first semi-final. So we reviewed the 9 songs, and we will review more. So no song will escape our harsh judgment. I hope we didn't do too bad. At least we didn't do as bad as the hosts of the Eurovision 2009 semi-final. So we'll do better.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Adieu.